Greetings. Thank you for visiting my website at www.gardenstatelaw.com or at njlawcounsel.com or from LinkedIn or Facebook. My name is Santos A. Perez. I am the managing partner of the Perez Law Firm. I have 20 years of experience and my specialty is litigation. I welcome any problems that you have so that we can resolve them by way of our courts. Litigation basically encompasses problems that have spiraled out of control, for which there is no other solution. So that typically the clients who come to my office have an issue, have a problem with a company or with a person that they cannot control. It's completely beyond their realm. It's beyond their control. They come into my office. I offer them an alternative, which is to go to court to resolve the problem, sometimes amicably, sometimes a little bit more aggressively, and sometimes we have to go all the way through trial to final appeal if necessary. I can handle it all. I have substantial experience in criminal defense so that I can litigate any case involving a crime from A through Z, including white-collar criminal defense, murders, manslaughter, armed robberies, arson, assault, aggravated assault, sexual assault, simple assault, CDS offenses, drug offenses, CDS offenses with the intent to distribute, possession of a weapon cases, possession of a weapon cases with an unlawful purpose, as well as simple assault in municipal courts and CDS cases for small amounts or small quantities in municipal court, and DWI, driving while suspended, passing a school bus, speeding, quite obviously. I have appeared in absolutely every municipal court or virtually every municipal court in the state of New Jersey. I've also appeared in nearly every superior court and the federal courts. Litigation encompasses a lot of court time, but in the context of civil litigation, whenever you have to sue somebody to resolve your issue, or whenever you are being sued, then that basically entails a little bit less court time than criminal cases. In the civil context, a lot of litigation that takes place, at least initially, takes place through e-filing, e-courts in the state court system, or ECF and PACER in the federal court system. So an attorney will do a substantial amount of litigation from his or her office in the civil context before you even see a judge or a jury. On the other hand, in criminal cases, I tend to spend a lot more time in court because by its very nature, criminal cases are public hearings because of the Bill of Rights, the US Constitution, as well as the New Jersey State Constitution, afford criminal defendants a broad array of rights, and these rights typically encompass them having the right to various hearings, which is why an attorney will spend a lot more time in court, in either state court, municipal court, or federal court in the context of a federal crime, than they would if they were litigating a civil case. I've handled absolutely every criminal case conceivable. I've also handled virtually every civil case conceivable. I can sue for fraud under the RICO statute, under the Consumer Fraud Act statute, under common law theory, common law fraud theory, which is basically judge-made law. And if there's no fraud and you have a dispute with a business or you have a dispute with another person and it doesn't involve any fraud, it could be an issue with breach of contract where a person felt that they had the right not to basically follow the contract because of some reason that they set forth, or the person mistakenly interpreted a provision in a contract or a fact that they were subjected to in such a way as to create a problem between you and that person. You could be on the other end of that, obviously, if you are a person or a business and you have you mistakenly applied a contractual provision or you mistakenly interpreted a fact, then this matter can be litigated, assuming that the parties can't work it out and they come into my office, then it can be litigated or arbitrated, which is a typical avenue for business disputes, and in such a way as to find a solution and define the rights of the various parties. Who's at fault? Who's at breach of contract? We determine that, or I determine that, along with the other attorney. And again, we typically go to court to do that, or we do what's called ADR, alternative dispute resolution, arbitration, in order to handle those cases. And this is more typical of business disputes. In case it gets out of hand, the problem, and we can't resolve it initially by way of simply going to court or by talking, then we can go through the entire process in the civil context, meaning we go through the process of filing a complaint or filing an answer if I represent the defendant. Then we go through discovery. Then we go through perhaps interlocutory appeals. Then we go through motion practice. Then perhaps a settlement conference or two with the judge. And if that doesn't work out, then ultimately, assuming the judge doesn't dismiss the case, in federal court, this is called a Twombly dismissal, 12b6. In state court, it's called a 462e dismissal for failure to state a claim. If the judge doesn't dismiss the case, then we may have the right to a trial, and we can try the case. And at the end, trial or not, if we lose because the case, the judge tosses the case or tossed the case, I can do an appeal, either an emergent appeal or a final appeal, or both actually. We can allow the appellate division to resolve the issue. If it's a state court case, if it's a federal case, then we would allow the Third Circuit Court of Appeals to basically review the judge's decision, so that I can do absolutely everything from A through Z, including discovery. I have substantial experience in doing depositions. In a deposition, we can obtain or work out or expand the facts or ascertain the facts. You can trust me that I would be able to do that on your behalf. So don't hesitate to call me. If you have a white-collar criminal case, if you have a civil case, a dispute with a business or with a person, and if you have an issue in state court, you were arrested for a felony, be it a manslaughter, arson, be it a theft offense, burglary case, armed robbery case, any felony in state superior court, you can call me. Any felony that you're indicted for in federal court, please call me. If you are issued a ticket for DWI, please call me. If you're issued a ticket for driving while suspended, you can call me as well. If you're issued a ticket because you smoke marijuana, you can call me as well. Or if you were driving while under the influence of OxyContin, you can call me as well. My phone number is 201-875-2266 or 973-910-1647. You can also visit my websites, www.njlawcounsel.com or www.gardenstatelaw.com. And you can visit my Facebook page, facebook.com/NJAttorney. Please do so. If you have any questions, I will give you a video consultation. I will also give you, if that's what you want, I can also give you a telephone consultation or an in-person consultation at my office. And I do have two offices, one in Rochelle Park, one in Morristown. So you're more than welcome to visit my offices, to ask for an appointment, to call me, and I can meet you and we can get you out of your problem by twisting the lies, not twisting the truth, twisting the lies and finding good laws which are going to help you. Again, I do everything from A through Z to resolve your case, primarily in state superior court, in federal court, or municipal court. So do not hesitate to call me. And that being said, have a nice day, evening, or night. Thank you so much for visiting my website.